Hello everyone, today we're taking a look at the Obora DOS virus. This virus is actually pretty neat and uses an interesting way to sort of slow down its infection routine. So we'll go ahead and run it the first time. We see that the sacrificial goat file states that it is a 10,000 byte exe file, but if we look at the actual virus itself, it is 11,574 bytes, which gives us a file size increase of 1,574 bytes. And I mentioned the interesting way it infects, and that's, as you run it, Obora doesn't always infect things until the third time you run it. So there you could hear there was a little pause, and there was some hard disk activity. And every third time, Obora infects a new file. In this case, this virus only infects exe files, and picks out a random one and infects it. So look at xcopy. So we'll see the uninfected size of xcopy is 16,930 bytes, but if we keep running Obora, we should eventually see that that file becomes infected. So we're just going to do this for a little bit. Enjoy the Model M sounds. Take a look at it again. Xcopy. There we go, we see the file size has increased after Obora has infected it to 18,502 bytes. And if we run it, we'll see the same infectious behavior every third time you run it. And so there's a little pause before the actual file runs and searches for a new exe to infect. Same behavior. Now, Obora's first payload activates on the Sunday of any month. Probably could have worded that a little better. On any Sunday. So, February 12th, 1995 was a Sunday. If we run the virus, or any infected file, we should see the screen clear itself. And the computer becomes unusable. It hooks the timer at certain times of the day. We'll make sure that it's at the right time. See if we can get this to pop up. We might have to restart first before it'll realize that the date has changed. Let's go ahead and restart really quick. Alright, we're back into MS-DOS. So go ahead and run it, and we should see the screen get blinked as Obora cycles through the timer and eventually turns off the screen, just like that. And so once it does this, you can't use your computer. Your only option, hitting enter, commands aren't registering. Your only option is to restart, which we will do now. And we will take a look at Obora's second payload, which is slightly more damaging but not unrecoverable. So take note of this boot up sequence. So this is our normal boot sequence on this 386. The seek test is performed on the two floppy disk drives in the hard drive, and then there's one beep as it passes the post and boots into DOS. Now if we switch the date to the 22nd of any month, in this case we'll just use February 22nd, any file infected with Obora will now produce this effect. So we get the flag and a flashing message saying, "My name is Trouble. Hello from Kitty, I don't know, created by Kevin." So thanks, Kevin, for the Obora DOS virus. And after it displays this, it runs the file you were attempting to run. And also gives us this really cool cyan DOS prompt. I'm not sure if you can see the color very well. It looks about the same on the video, but if you flip back and forth between the two sections, it might be a little bit different. But this is definitely a light blue color instead of the regular gray. And if we restart after having this payload occur, this happens anytime you run an infected file on the 22nd, we'll notice that the boot sequence has changed. So different sounds from our drives. And we see that Obora has tweaked or emptied the CMOS data, but only a bit of it. So if we go into the CMOS, we'll see that we just have to reset our diskette types, and we'll be good to go. And other than that, that is about it for the Obora DOS virus. Not too damaging, but still pretty annoying a couple times every single month. So, thank you for watching.